All right, my sweet little potatoes. Let's play Isaac. Another day, another dollar. Shall we play another challenge? That's 2 in a row. I think this one's fun. But Oh, we could play greed mode. This could be funny. Let's play greed mode Cain. I don't remember if Cain is any good in greed mode. Something tells me he is, but I could be completely mistaken. Yeah. Welcome back to, what is this now? Episode 12 of Nick Play Isaac. A little late on the intro here. My name is Nick. We're going to play The Binding of Isaac. Probably I should have saved the key. I don't remember how to play greed mode. All right. You know what I want to talk about today? And it almost like frightens me to talk about. I want to talk about masturbating. And I'm sorry if that's like a sensitive topic for you or it's triggering or something. But I was just thinking about it. Like, I'm already quite comfortable talking about, I'm going to take my sweater off. I'm warm. Quite comfortable talking about, like, substance use and mental health, both of which have quite some stigma around them. Although I would say less so today. It's becoming more normal. And even masturbating maybe is becoming more normalized with the word gooning. You know, now we have a funny name to describe it, at least for men. I'm not sure if female masturbation has been as normalized yet. But there's that singer, Aurora. And in one of her interviews, she was asked, like, what does she like to do in her free time or something like that. She was like, oh, like painting, walking, masturbating, hanging out with friends. And it was just so matter of fact. And that's what I really love about this person, Aurora, is she really does not seem to give a shit how people view her. Like, she seems, at least to me, she seems very comfortable in her own skin. And I think that's so beautiful. I think that's really, it's also very attractive. Like, that's just the most sexy thing that someone can show, is that they are really comfortable with themselves, that they don't really need validation from other people. And I find it inspiring because, I had the thought yesterday, to me, masturbation is a multifaceted thing. Like, I should pay attention here. What are we doing? Do I want the key? Am I going to talk about masturbation this episode? Is that going to be the topic of this episode? Is there damage? It bothers me that it bothers me that it bothers me to talk about it, if that makes any sense. I think that it would be wonderful. Oh, cool. If we as a society were more comfortable talking about sex and masturbation in a more casual way, without it being taboo. Like, on this episode or on this channel, I've already talked about moments where I drink or, have used substances. And to me, masturbation at least can serve a similar purpose. Like, it's just sort of like a way to access dopamine or, chasing a kind of high. And it can certainly be an addiction, like porn addiction to masturbation. And I noticed yesterday that, like, I got very, yesterday was when I went and worked out at the gym, and that kind of, like, triggered a strong nervous system response in me, that I was wanting to get high. I was, like, wanting to drink or have a cigarette or use something. And instead I used porn and masturbation. And yeah, and then suddenly the idea came into my head of like, interesting, you know, I feel comfortable on this channel talking about like, saying like, oh yeah, my nervous system was in a state yesterday such that I drank a few beers to like calm it down or to try and soothe myself. But then I was like, well, but I certainly can't say that I masturbated. You know, that would be so inappropriate talking about sex or me watching porn or something. And then but like honestly, and maybe maybe tomorrow I'll suddenly be like, what the fuck was I doing talking about this? Maybe I won't even release this episode. This will be the secret hidden episode of all time that doesn't get released. But probably I will release this because I want to break stigmas. I think it's pretty nonsensical that we don't talk about these things, and I think it's time that we do. And not that I go into like detail, you know, I'm not, that's not my aim here, but I would like to be comfortable saying, you know, yes, I have masturbated. Yes, I have watched porn. Yes, I did it, you know, more than once yesterday, in an attempt to feel better or to deal with boredom. And that's interesting, you know, it's just like it's just me. I think I will take this orbital. Orbitals are good. Ooh, I want Mr. Squeezy, but we don't have the money. Bummer. Maybe here's the money? No. That was a long shot. Okay. Yeah. I want to be able to talk about my life and talk about what's happening in my life. And sometimes that's like a significant event that happens, or at least an interesting event where I go, oh, you know, interesting. I'm clearly not feeling very calm or comfortable because I'm sort of compulsively, you know, acting out in this way, similar to any other addictive pattern. And that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. I got it out of my system. Me using this as a diary continues. We're on episode 12 and we're already getting getting in there. I wonder how much will ultimately get shared on this channel. I think I will take 1/3 Guppy. It doesn't really do anything for us. But yeah, you know, I would love to embody Aurora a little bit more. She's an inspiration. She's a total inspiration, and it's funny because I don't think about her that often, but I am thinking about her today, and I'm like, you know, she's cool as fuck, and if I could grow a little bit more in the direction of being like Aurora, that would be dope. And I think one way to do that is to... Oh, interesting, we got a little bit of money. One way to do that is to be open about this, and to just say it, and just say, you know what, this is the way it is. And if you find it gross or unacceptable or offensive to talk about, then write a comment. Get some engagement here. Tell me all about it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Or don't. You know, if it really bothers you, then you don't have to watch this channel anymore. But if it intrigues you and you think, oh, you know, interesting, I also would feel kind of ashamed to talk about that, then, you know, then let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. Not too much, you know, within reason. Let's keep it classy. But, open discussions. I think too many things have been pushed into the shadows in our modern society. I think we are so afraid to talk about so many things which are just so like basic and human, you know, like we're born with pleasure centers on the front of us and fucking opposable thumbs and highly sensitive, agile, nimble digits on our hands. It's like, come on, what are we supposed to do here? You're telling me we're supposed to do anything other than that? Come on. Basically, we should either be pleasing each other or ourselves. Not all the time. We have other things to do. You know, got work to do. We got to feed ourselves, make sure we have shelter, raise our kids, all that stuff. That's all good too. But it's also perfectly fine to masturbate. And I'm sure someone's listening to this and they're like, you are literally spreading the devil's message, my boy. But to be fair, if you're that, you know, if that's your viewpoint, I'm guessing you're probably not watching this video to begin with. Or you're like highly repressed, like devout Catholic, and for some reason playing The Binding of Isaac and thinking that's okay, but masturbating is not. And now I've just brought a straw man in, and I'm just assassinating him, or her, or them. Okay, wait, what? I shouldn't step on that guy. He's gonna blow me up. So yeah, this is the masturbation episode. Welcome to Nick Play Isaac. You never know what you're gonna get. My episodes are a box of chocolates. And shout out to my dad, who's probably going to listen to this and listen to his own son talk about masturbation. And I think that's good. I think that's healthy. I think that's... I think more families should talk candidly about sex and masturbation. I think it's good. It's like Scandinavian-style sexual education. You know, they just put it out there. They just talk very plainly, matter-of-fact about what is and how things work. And you know, the U.S., where I come from, I think carries an immense amount of shame and discomfort around the topic of sex. And I remember health class, we had like a sex ed section of that, and we were all just like, ooh, the penis, ooh, my gosh, they're showing a penis on the screen, and oh, it's getting bigger. And it's like, that shouldn't, I mean, yeah, I get, you know, kids are kids and it's funny, but we were like teenagers, dude. Like we were like probably like 12 or 13 years old, maybe 13. I think it was even high school. Was it high school or late middle school? I don't recall. But in any case, like kids should know about sex before that, right? Because there are some kids that are having sex already at that age. But somehow, you know, it's like, oh, if we teach them about it, maybe they'll do it even more. And it's like, well, no, you know, the states with the most teen pregnancies are like highly religious states. Like I think like West Virginia or Alabama or something are like leading the nation in teen pregnancies. And those are the states where people are most sexually repressed, I would say. Now, again, if you're a highly conservative, religious Alabamian listening to this episode, welcome. I don't know how you got here, but stick around. Join the conversation. I'd love to hear your viewpoints. Do I want PJs? Not really. It's just HP. We want that damage. Get that damage, boy. I think this would be good. This is immediate damage. This is... Every time I get hit, I have the chance to spawn items, which is just, should be picked up immediately. Then we'll pick up the lump of coal after we style on this guy. This is going fine. So this is greed mode. What are we, 12 minutes into the run? Maybe the viewer has no fucking idea what greed mode is. This is greed mode. It's completely different from the base game of Isaac. In the whole way that you progress through it is different. It revolves around money, and I don't want to explain the whole thing. Just watch. It's pretty simple. It's nothing too crazy. It's fun. It's fine. I prefer the base game, I think, overall. But it can be very kind of exciting to play greed mode because, I don't know, it can be really challenging. Especially once you unlock greedier, which is like the hard mode of greed. Jesus. These guys are also new. The gurglings that drop bombs. Looks like there's a whole like new variant of every boss released with Repentance Plus, so that's cool. Yeah. I had a funny morning. Really nice morning actually. I got up at a good time. I do sense that I'm in a kind of, you know, to bring it back to like the mental health thing, a kind of like hypomanic swing right now because I think I would take that if we get the money, but we're not going to get the money, so it's not a relevant issue. Yeah, I woke up at like... that was avoidable damage, to be sure. I woke up at like 3 in the morning or something. Quite awake. I had to get up and pee. And then I got up and I peed and I went back to bed. And then I woke up again at like 7 quite naturally. And then I could tell that... I'm not sure if it was my cortisol levels, but, you know, some kind of stimulating chemical was being released in my body because I could just feel like a fire burning in my chest and kind of this like slightly anxious energy brewing within me. And it was kind of intense. And I was like, that's interesting. Like, I didn't sleep well. I definitely, you know, highly stimulated my system yesterday, as evidenced by, you know, me seeking easy dopamine through masturbation. And yeah, and then today I wake up without much sleep and I feel like energized. And I'm like, this smells like bipolarity. Still don't have a diagnosis. Probably won't for a while. Probably like 2 months. I'll probably be on like episode 100 or some shit. And I'll be like, oh, turns out I don't have it, guys. Disregard everything I said. No, just kidding. I'm very confident that it is the case. And I do have a diagnosis from long ago. I would like, I don't know, I almost want like a sanity check. Like just to be 100% sure before I start throwing in chemicals into my brain to fix something that might not be there. And it would be good to just like work with you know, because it's also different for everybody, like the way that it cycles, the rapidity, the intensity, whatever. Like it every human is different, so it manifests differently for every human. And I would like to just sort of work with a clinician, work with a specialist to say like, okay, you know, over the coming period, we're going to not put any chemicals in you, and you don't put any chemicals in yourself, and let's just track. Let's just like track each day what's going on. How much did you sleep? What's your energy level like? Racing thoughts, yes or no? Depressed, yes or no? Cognitive fog, stuff like that. I think that would be worthwhile. I would like to work on my ums, if you know what I mean. Would like to, I don't know, how do you say that? Reduce the use of filler noise where I go It's okay to use There's nothing wrong with it. And I think it sounds a little bit nicer, at least to my ears, when there is no A little bit more flow, a little more pleasant. Now I'm consciously thinking about my use of the word which is the goal. That's actually what I want, is to consciously think about it. I will use the Empress. Probably could have saved the Empress for a better point, but oh my gosh. Nice. But I'm just going to use it here. Wow, really glad I picked up this ball of bandages. It's already saved me a couple hits. Orbitals are just good for that. But yeah, the saying allows me to sort of keep a better flow in making noise. It's a little bit less staccato because I can just sort of keep a constant. It's like a bagpipe, you know, in between notes there is like still air leaking out. And that's what the does for me. And I would like to work on it. I think Northern Lion is not a guy. I think he's got that on lockdown. I wonder if he ever was an guy. I wonder how easy or hard it is to unlearn the I guess we'll find out. It's not going to be like my main focus, I think. Maybe it is. I don't really get to decide what my main focus is. Does anyone get to decide that? Can people just say, I'm going to focus on this now? I guess so. I guess there are humans who can do that. But there has to be a desire to focus on that thing. Right? So it's... Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to kill us. Please give me soul hearts. Give me health. No. That's a bummer. That's sad. It would have been better to come up in here and get a health upgrade before the devil. That was a slight mistake. Will I take the health? We are pretty low on health. We have pretty decent damage. I think it's a reasonable purpose. I'm sad. I'm sad. Hey, I'm less sad. Well, still not great. We just lost the health. We just lost the health upgrade we got. Mistakes were made, I think, on this. Well, we can be a little looser now with taking damage and any more devil deals that we get. We have 15 cents. Was there anything in here? I will do this and see. Oh, hey. Wait. Okay, PhD could be good, but it's not guaranteed to be good. I would love to... I'll take this. BFF would be good. Okay, let's find the secret rooms. I think there's 2, or is there only 1 per floor? Let's see. There's 2. Another bomb. That's okay. Now we know it's not down here, right? Right. So it must be here. No. So there's just 1 secret room per floor. Darn. I would love all 3 of these items, but we don't have enough money for 1 of them. So we will leave. It's still pretty good. We have now 9 lives. We can be, we can spend this life on things, so that's nice. Oh man, my fingers are cold. Hang on 1 second. Who is messaging me? I see. I know yesterday I said that I was going to start putting my phone away while recording, but today specifically... Okay, let's wait for that, because that's a health up. Yeah. Take this. Today specifically, I actually need to keep my phone out because my landlord might be coming by to have a chat. I might have to leave my apartment in like 2 months. So I need to talk to him about when exactly that's going to happen. That I have to leave the apartment. And yeah, just like what are all the logistics of that, because kind of important, you know, having a... Oh, we must have unlocked... Oh, wow, we unlocked Yera in one of the challenges. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's go here. What are we doing? Let's get some damage. Okay, now this is gonna look weird, but I'm gonna do this. Yes. Okay. So, I think we want to stick with this life. Is that true? I don't know. Anyway, I need to see if my landlord texts me. I guess he'll just ring my doorbell, and then if I need to, I'll just pause the recording. That's also fine. So let's rock. Now, I really don't want to die here, because I want to be able to Yera all the money, and then Yera it again. Yera, this rune, when I use it, it doubles everything that's on the floor, which is amazing in greed mode. How do we go about this? Do we take the health? Do we get the black heart? Black heart should be fine. Do we go all in on this? I would love to save for a deal with the devil. I'm going to bet that I won't take 2 hits. or at one hit from a champion. I'm going to gamble here. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to gamble. It's going well so far. Now remember, don't pick up the money. We need to Yera it. And in fact, we want to Yera everything, so we want to also fight the bosses. Okay, this is tight. This is not so easy. Shouldn't have picked up that bomb either, but that's not such a big deal. Did we get hit? No. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Okay. This is this is tricky. Okay, I'm going nonverbal here. I gotta lock in. That wasn't even intentionally going nonverbal. That was just a consequence of seriously focusing. This is a lot of enemies. That's what's kind of fun about greed mode, is you can just end up with like gigantic heaps of enemies in a room, and much more than you normally would face. Oh, okay. Great. Get the health. Okay. Now, I think I will take this. I think I will. It's pretty important that we don't die here. Hopefully we don't lose... Okay, I want that item eventually. I don't want to go in there yet. Keep the Yera. Okay, let's do this. Fight the bosses. Okay. Quite an episode. We went from masturbation to actually talking about the game. That's like the most unexpected sequence of events. But yeah, I might have to move soon, and I don't really want to move. I mean, my apartment's not perfect. It's pretty small. I'd say that's my main gripe with it. But I love the location, and it's cute, and it's big enough, and oh god. And if I put some more work into it, I can make it feel a bit bigger. That's what she said. Okay, don't die. Come on. Lock in. Brimstone. Don't die. Don't die. Okay. Okay, that's all the money. Yera? Now we need some health to go to this room. So let's get one more. Get the heart. Yeah, and blow these up. Why not? Probably didn't need to do that. And actually could have saved then 3 cents, which would become 12 cents actually. So we just lost 12 cents there. That's not optimal. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this. Leave. Double. Very nice. We might have 99 cents anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to move. And yet I think probably I have to. Which is not a surprise. This was... I knew this going into this apartment, that I would have to leave around this time. It's just now that it's this time, I'm like, I don't want to leave. I like this place. Soap. I think soap is a tears up. I think that's a tears up. I think we're now at max tears. So tears ups don't do anything anymore. Let's grab some hearts. And then we'll save the rest for later. Okay. Let's fight the boss. Yeah, I don't want to move, and yet I may have to, and that's tragic. I hope I can stay in the same city. I saw a friend at yoga practice last week who said that he actually is leaving his room in a nearby city soon. So it's nice to know that there is like a room available. My landlord actually also just sent me a text today with some apartments that you can apply for in this city. I'm being careful not to say my city name as much as I probably will eventually. I mean, I know that Northern Lion lives in Vancouver, although Vancouver is a lot bigger. It'd be harder to go to Vancouver and find Northern Lion, although I'm sure somebody has tried. But yeah, for now, it's just a city in the Netherlands. And okay, this is all good. I don't know what this does, nor do I care. I'm going to go with this. Damage. Great. Does this give me a black heart? Missing page. I'll take it. Yeah. Does this... Oh, this gives me brimstone. Right? For a room? I think? I forget, but maybe it does. We'll find out. Okay. Grab this. This. Let's just get a bunch of health, man. Like, why not? Health is wealth. Okay, that should be good for now. Let's get out of here. Yeah, because if you get any item that kind of gives you like a permanent bonus, but just for a room, so therefore not permanent, then it's really good in green mode. Cool. Because then we can test this out. Yes, it is brimstone. Great. Just double checking. So, oh, we may actually want the tiers up then because, no, this is really that's crazy. Okay, amazing. Is this is a spacebar item, right? Yeah. You know what? I think maybe we should go with the bean instead of brimstone. Yeah, that sounds like a good play. The game. Sorry, KQ. Oh gosh, I'm too funny. Where are we going with all this? Yeah, moving. I don't want to move. I'm liking this place more and more. I'm really getting into a nice flow. Although if I had to move, like, I adapt. Humans adapt. I will be okay wherever I go, whatever I do. I'll be okay in the end. I should go with the flow of the universe and just listen to what it's trying to tell me to do. And maybe that's to move to another city. I mean, I've finished my education in this city, so there's nothing, technically speaking, holding me here. Oh, this could be good, the mystery gift. We can take that into the curse room and get like a free devil deal. Something. I think. Let's try it. We either go for a secret room item. Let's try that. Didn't we already have that? We got 2 lumps of coal? I didn't even know that was possible. I wonder if they stack. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to play, well, I've been saying this for multiple days now, that I'm going to play Mugenics today. I've not done it yet. I've intentionally not watched any videos on it, because I want to go into it as blind as possible. And at the same time, I have seen the videos, you know, like getting recommended to me on YouTube. And they're longer. They're longer than Isaac. Like, I've seen a few videos that are like an hour plus. A little bit longer than an hour, or like close to an hour. So I think it's safe to assume, at least maybe when you start, maybe it gets faster later on. But knowing Edmund's games, it probably gets longer later on. At least that's how Isaac goes. Maybe you can sort of speed run the game. But it just like, oh. Sorry, I'm getting lost in all the fucking things on the screen here. I'm getting old. So, yeah. I want to record Isaac every day as a baseline. That's just like a part of my day. Or at least it's becoming a part of my day. I want that to be like a habit, you know? They say for people like me that structure is super important. Well, guess what? I have found structure, and it is not the structure I ever expected it to be, but it is structure. It's like actually something predictable, semi-predictable. I never know what I'm going to say. And at the same time, it's like, it's kind of grounding, and it allows me to just sort of process some things that are on my mind and maybe express some feelings. I think it's really healthy, what I'm doing here, and I like it, and it brings me joy, helps me get out of bed, something to look forward to. Why am I even talking? Oh, because I have not had the sort of space or energy to then also... I think that's Guppy. I think that's Guppy, boys. Okay. Do we go all the way here? Do we take this? We have Guppy. That's amazing. We have Guppy and this, like, brimstone, basically. And I think I will... Aha! That's the move. Take this. Leave. Okay. What the hell was I talking about? Getting a little lost in the sauce here. It says there's a coin in this room. I see it. Well hidden, game. Yeah, so today is the first day that I think I will have time and space. Let me check my phone, see the time. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I think I will have time and space today to do that, to play. I think I will record this, finish recording it, upload the episode I recorded yesterday. I think I still need to make a thumbnail for that. And then I will try a run of Mugenics, and that should be interesting. Maybe I'll do a bit of stretches or meditation or something first, but I think I will go into that. Oh, nice. Is that Leviathan? That is Leviathan, which I guess is some health, some like black hearts and flight, which we already had. And I think there's some other effect of Leviathan, but this doesn't do anything for us. Okay, it does do something for us. That unlocked something. Wooden cross. And that gave us health. How about that? Okay. Yeah, great. Grand. I'll take this. This is basically just like damage reduction. We have no need for the martyr. I think this is good. Or not. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Let's fucking go, boys. Yeah, I was not expecting to have this time today. I showed up at my... Oh, the intruder is like it's like a spider living inside of me that shoots this quad shot. Well, that seems pretty powerful. Does that happen all the time? Interesting. I gotta learn more about that item. I showed up at my job, the one form of like employment I do have right now, which is there's a local kind of like art house movie theater. Oh, and then he jumps out. Okay. There's a movie theater in my town, and I work there as a janitor. I clean... Yeah, I just clean the movie theater. I vacuum the whole sort of lobby and the area with the seats in between all the aisles, and then I mop the bathrooms, mop behind the bar. Sometimes I usually like to mop the whole lobby. It needs to happen once a week. And it's kind of a meditative practice for me. I quite enjoy it, even though it's a lot of mopping. And man, it's like there's so much on the screen. It's actually overwhelming my eyeballs right now. It's like visually so stimulating. Oh, I did an Get him! The police. Yeah, and I showed up there today. I thought I was going to be doing that this morning, and today's a Monday, so it's the beginning of the week. I guess I'll take this. It's like hardly a health down. It was the beginning of the week, so I know that, you know, every week the whole floor needs to get mopped once. And like I say, I like doing that. So I was looking forward to that today. But then I show up and Diplopia. Sure. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright. What does this do? Hive mind, giant spiders and flies. Tears up. Okay. I wonder if we can get like even gianter spiders and flies. I guess not today. Sure, I'll take a tear. I don't think it does anything, the tears up. Okay, let's just go. We're gonna crush. We have Guppy and... Oh, yeah, some more money. Alright, let's... Okay. I'll spend it. We've won already, but why not? Let's see. Did they get bigger? No, but I did get Spider Baby. Okay. And I showed up, and I walk into the office, and my manager's there, the woman who works in the office, and she was like, "Oh, this other guy already came and cleaned today." And I was like, "Oh, that's strange, because I'm certain I'm on the schedule for today." And then she looked, and apparently he was supposed to clean yesterday, but didn't, and then did show up today, so he made some kind of mistake with his scheduling. Oh, right. You're supposed to save money with greed mode to then get to the end and donate. Yeah, you'll see. What was I going to say? Yeah, so then I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm done then. And then I just had a double espresso because as a cleaner there, I'm allowed to make myself double espressos or any kind of coffee from the coffee machine. So I'm pretty hyper because I had a coffee at home before I went. Oh. And then I was there. And then I had a double espresso. So I'm cruising right now on caffeine. I feel it coursing through my blood. This is Ultra Greed, by the way. Or is it just Greed? I forget. Super Greed. I don't know. This is Ultra Greed. And he's pretty tough. He's has some really hard to dodge attacks. He makes you drop your coins. Okay, we beat him. Wonderful. And that's it. That's greed mode. We're going to donate. Yeah, so anyway, I didn't have to work this morning. So I came back, and I have some time. So I'm going to... That was it. I'm going to... record Mugenics, I guess. I'll see if I'm in the right mood for it, you know? I can sense I feel a little off in the present moment. I would like to settle my nerves before I hop into that, because that's going to be a whole new experience, you know? I'm going to have to like process. And then he goes. Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to do something else. Yeah, I'm going to, Oh, this guy does it. What does he do? Yeah! That's it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I feel funny. I need to calm myself down. I think I've had too much caffeine. And I'm in a little bit of a hypomanic state, so maybe I'll do some breathing exercises, settle myself. And, yeah, that was it. Bit of a funny episode. Little different than usual. And hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you're watching or listening, thank you for your attention. Thanks for watching my video, for checking it out. I wish you a very good day. God bless. Take care. Ciao, ciao.